full video, do a rant about weed legalization. 0 access. 1 week ago.
Hello YouTubers, Smudge's For The Heir here. As you saw in the intro, I have received a request to do a video on weed legalization. Now, before I state my opinion or rant about this, I will tell you now that my position on it is completely adamant, and which I will show you. This is my class rank. On one side, it shows class of 12. That means that I will be in 12th grade, graduating in the year 2012. On this side is a yin-yang. That yin-yang, I have scraped out the black and white piece, and if you look closely, you can see a middle line. That middle line is something that people time and time again miss. They miss the concept of it. They miss the concept of division. They miss the concept of something that's right there in front of them, and yet they only see two colors, two opposing sides. That middle line is what's called neutral line. It means that it's not for, it's not against, but it will balance them both out. That's why the two tomies are separated, is because they're balanced out. And also, if you looked, the reason why I scraped the black and white part off is because to show that I am training to expand my neutral position on a lot of things. That's why you'll never see me go to a voting booth to vote. That's why you'll never see me get into a major fight. That's why you'll never see me getting arrested. Because of the fact that I am practicing neutrality. Now, my position on marijuana is not having a biased mind. I'm completely open-minded about it. My open-mindedness has told me that seeing both sides of the story, knowing that I need to stay out of it because this world does not understand, or they cannot wrap their little minds around the fact that someone can actually say something about it and completely not be for or against. Now, my stand on it is this. I can see both sides of why it would be legalized. I can see both sides of why it would be why people want to keep it illegal. The legalized part is that, number one, it will end the war on drugs, just on marijuana. There are people talking about how it will stimulate our economy and bring us out of debt. On the two bad sides about it, there are people that are for, having marijuana legalized, but are attacking it through trying to keep it illegal. And that's because people are afraid of taxes, they're afraid of, things that they can't control. Because there's a quote that either a person has before me, somewhere in our history has stated it, or you may hear something completely new from me that I will not take credit for, because words are words. They were made before us, they will be here after us. And that is, people will only destroy that they cannot understand. Now, what that means is that a person sitting completely still, for example, there will be people all over him because they're trying to figure him out. And people have so little patience that they will literally tell him to move or tell him to do something because they can't understand that flow of energy. As I've shown in my ring, is to show that I am mastering, or in the current position, to master the ability to be completely neutral about things. And my stand on marijuana legalization is no different. I can understand that people want to keep it illegal so that they can continue to grow in their timber, anything that marijuana can be used for. They want to keep it illegal so that they can continue on in their other industries. But the fact is, and I know I may be sounding to side with pro-legalization efforts, but the fact is that if something is slapping you in the face, I think it's time for a change in our marijuana laws. I think it's a time for a change in our own techniques of thinking, our own techniques of solving problems. And I've done so much research in the past years that it's crazy. I mean, one thing that got everybody to on a political standing was that the Gallup poll that was taken several months back that showed that over 50% of Americans in a long time are wanting marijuana to be legalized because mostly people are they are tired of this war on drugs. People are tired of spending so much money, spending so much time, so much effort goes into these things, and you get no budge, you get nothing out of it. That's because marijuana is a neutral substance. It's a neutral substance. Now, yes, there you go again. I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, so he is for pro-marijuana legalization efforts. No, I'm not. I'm only stating the truth. Marijuana is something that the government can't understand. It's something that stands completely still. That's why I gave you the example of the person sitting still. A plant stands still. People can't understand it. Now, this world has gotten so corrupted that a lot of people think that the world's going to end in 2012. The Mayan calendar has no relevance. It has no true relevance as to when this world will end, because that information, the information from the time of the end of the world, will never be seen by people, because our time as humans will end before that can happen. Now, I know I'm getting off topic, but it's good to get off topic sometimes. We are all human. We have all hearts that beat. If you shoot us, we die. We can all have children. Some of us can't, but that's because there's something in our lives that's blocking it. If they can learn to unblock it, then people may be able to have children. That's why you see miracles. We're all human. We can all have world peace just like that. But we all blind ourselves to it. Marijuana could be a step to either causing complete chaos, or it could be a start of starting something that could be revolutionary, something that this world has never seen before. Now, it could go either way, but due to the corruptness of this world, people, even those who want world peace, don't understand that they can have it just by an unbiased, spontaneous change of mind. All the president has to do is say, they call one of their allies, discuss if they have to, but all it takes is just a change of mind. You could be angry. You've seen people get angry at others, then turn around and just everything be fine. It's the same concept, but people don't choose to live in a world where they fight with one another. Why? Because of our greed, because of our desires. You'll never get anywhere on the idea of hatred. You'll never get anywhere on the idea of something that people have made. You'll never get anywhere on anything but what the solution is. And the solution is right in front of you. But as long as you people just keep living on a world where you're going to be angry at somebody, you're going to have thoughts against or for somebody. Neutrality is one of the things that can bring us out, but you refuse to listen to it. You refuse to listen to your inner self, your conscience, your subconscious. You refuse to listen to it. So, yes, I can already, how you would say, predict that this world may come to an end by our own ways. But who knows? I want to be wrong. I would love to see this world just in a world peace, just like that. That will never happen as long as people are for or against something. Because if you're against something, you're going to want something that is for yourself. If you're for something, you're just going to battle that other force. Neutrality, once again, has no opposing force. It's an idea that you can stand completely still and gather so much knowledge, but again, humans, us, people, we choose to move, therefore we gain nothing. That is my whole rant for this whole deal. Please subscribe, like, comment. I post this on YouTube. I post this on YouTube. I post this on Facebook, letting people know that I have videos out. Unfortunately, I don't get that many views, but I don't stress it because I am neutral. I'm not here for fame, as I stated in my very first video, and I would also like to thank everybody who has viewed my videos, who has left comments, and I would also like to thank, again, I would like to thank Zero Access for sending me this request and asking on my opinion or to do a rant on marijuana legalization. Now, I bid you all farewell, and I will have this up within a matter of an hour. Goodbye.